What's the feeling like? Obviously, losing a third straight one at home. What's the feeling like after this one?
I mean, obviously it's not a good feeling. Everybody wants to win. We played a great team, and we just got to come out and prepare for the next one. It's football. Things happen, and so obviously it's not a great feeling, but it's life.
What kind of went wrong tonight?
I mean, we're gonna go in and really see tomorrow and watch film, or Monday when we watch film. But like I said, we had some self-inflicted wounds, but we just got to clean some stuff up and get back rolling.
How do you do that at this point? 3-4, and obviously the division. You're looking at the division standings now to a couple teams. I mean, how do you try to turn this thing around and get it rolling again, like you said?
I mean, like I said, football. It's football. It's life. Like anything can happen. We have a bye week coming in, so just work hard this bye week, and just keep playing, keep grinding. We love the process, and try to just stay focused on the process of getting better.
And final one for me, I mean, when Air Force is holding the ball for so long like they are and you don't get as many possessions, I mean, how important is it to take advantage of your possessions and score on offense? And a couple of those drives where you guys had to punt, I mean, you start playing from behind. How hard is it to come back against a team like that?
I mean, yeah, we knew that coming in that they would hold the ball, just how their offense is ran, how it's been ran. So we knew it was important to try to make the most of our opportunities. And like I said, we had some self-inflicted wounds that, we just going to go back and fix. And of course of, this week and our bye week as well. But yeah, it is important to make the most of those opportunities, especially with a team like that, that hosts the ball and runs the timeout. And we kind of knew that. So, just some stuff to clean up, like I said.
Thank you.
Steph, I know you're still kind of reflecting. I mean, the game just ended, but it seems at times this year the offense looks good and then it just goes dry for a little while. What is there any a common thread there that seems to hold you guys up at times?
It's just the small things. We just had a few holding penalties or something, just stuff like that we just got to clean up. And like I said, like you said, the game just ended, so it's not much I really know off the top of my head. But when we watch the film, we see just some things that to fix that we could fix, and make better for us to be a better team and be more productive, more consistently.
This feeling is going to sit with you guys for a little bit as you go into the bye. How do you guys approach the bye? You said you're going to be watching film on Monday. I mean, a couple days away, or how do you approach the bye?
I mean, it's football. We've been playing football, or I've been playing football my whole life. Like people say, the sun's going to come up tomorrow. It is going to hurt. Nobody likes losing. But, we kind of just move on. We grind. And we focus on the process, of getting better and trying to keep going with this season.
What was going through your mind when Riley gets that onside kick?
I mean, I was excited and happy, just ready to get another opportunity going. Make a play, try to tie the thing up.
Steph, appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
For those of us, that are outside the program, we don't always know, who's going to be injured before the game. So did you know that, we're going to have 7 players out going into this game, and were you able to prepare for it all week, or was it kind of, you were hoping maybe you'd get like Cyrus or George back?
Football is a physical sport, so we just always make sure we have people ready. And, I have trust in everybody that's on this team. So when somebody goes down, we want them to come back as fast as possible. But, always ready to I always had a faith and the trust in the next person coming up.
How much do you think the shuffling on the offensive line and the injuries have affected, kind of the consistency of the offense this season? Obviously, we saw towards the end there that Will Ferrell went down and Dante Harrington had to come back in at center. So how much is that shuffling kind of affecting the consistency of the offense?
I don't think shuffling is messing up any consistency. Like I said, I have the trust in all my players. So when Dante went in, I didn't even, I just played the game normally. I didn't, he's a great player. And anybody else that comes in, I have trust in them and think they're a great player. So I don't think that really has anything to do with the consistency or anything like that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, Steph, appreciate the time. Thanks very much.